we have just opened an embassy in Syria last December. So we're very happy to be forging closer ties with them. So they're very important. So kining atong biyahe, usang importante yung okasyon, aron maduol pa ta sa Syria o sa Egypt, aron makaprogreso kita sa Mindanao, and also to build on our vital economic interest. O number one, sa atong mga economic interest sa Middle East, ang atong mga workers. Kay daghan kaayo atong mga workers sa Middle East, over 2 million sila. And so there are workers in Egypt, there are workers in Syria, and it's very important that they will get the constant care and attention of our country. Also, we look to the Middle East business interest aron maka-invest diri sa atong nasod. For example, when I was in Egypt, I went to see the Al-Kharafi Group, which is the biggest Kuwaiti company, but they have a very big development in Egypt, so I went to see them there, and to make sure that they will push through with their investment plans in the Philippines. Because these are some of the companies that have the capacity to join our billion-dollar club. Meaning, ang ato mga investors naga-invest sa labaw sa $1 billion or above.
If there are investment, are you willing to put up that in Mindanao so that it can help our Muslim
Well,
brothers
investment
in
is
those
a
areas?
private sector decision.
Okay.
So the one of Al-Kharafi, he wants to put it up in Clark.
Okay.
And then he has another prospective investment, which is a pipeline, which is going to be in Batangas or in Bataan. But speaking of Mindanao, nakita sa last week we had a Saudi Arabian investment mission, and they went to Mindanao to look at it. So I hope that they will find that the Mindanao investments will be good. This will be, the Secretary of Agriculture showed them a lot of areas where they can put their investment. So I'm these are the things that we are doing. Aron, makasigurado kita na sige-sige ang trabaho. Kay sa World Economic Crisis, mao ang atong number one na kinahanglan na siguraduhon ang trabaho. So,
Madam President, one final item about this H1N1 virus. Considering that Cebu, Bohol, or Central Visayas for that matter, is the tourism hub of the Philippines. Itong mga kanibang preparasyon nato sa DOH and other agencies concerned, enough ba ni to prevent dili makasod ang virus din sa ato
So far, so good. Tawagon nato ang atong regional director sa DOH.
Director
Kay maani si unya si Secretary Duque. Apang wala pa siya sa karon. But let me say that, remember, we were the only ones who did not have SARS epidemic. We had one case of SARS, but it was very well contained. We're the only ones who did not have SARS. We're the only ones who did not have the bird flu. And so we hope to be among the ones who do not have swine flu. So ang importante ang inyong kahit daghan ng mga gaanhin, no? Ang importante ang surveillance o ang inspection sa ilang pagsulod sa nasod sa Central Philippines, ano?
So, yes ma'am, we have intensified our surveillance sa airports at international flights coming in.
Nakita og thermal scanners. Ang gigamit nato sa SARS karon.
The same procedure.
Yes.
And we are also giving health card advisory to the travelers para inigabot nila sa ilahang community or the place where they live in. Ilalang tong sundon, once they develop the symptoms, they also go to the proper health authorities.
And we advise them to be on quarantine 5 days after 5 days after
the exposure.
The exposure.
Coming from the infected country.
So there's one doc, no? President Vicente Soto?
Under observation. But part of the quarantine procedures. Part of the quarantine procedures.
Ma'am, you'll be signing this tourism law in just a couple of minutes. Could you give us an insight of what's this law all about?
Well, it institutionalizes the importance that the country gives to tourism. Kaya kung usa ka presidente will give importance like me, that's for my term. But this one will be for the longer term because it's the law, and it strengthens the DOT, it gives appropriate incentives aron na kita og daghang mga investments. So I'm really looking forward to that law, institutionalizing the initiatives we have made aron sige-sige ang pag-anhi sa atong mga turista. Labi na diri sa Central Visayas o sa Cebu.
Okay. Madam President, I know you're quite busy. May I have your final statement to our Cebuano
Well,
viewers?
thanks once again to the people of Cebu for your hospitality and your support. Og daghan salamat sa inyong initiative. Congratulations sa inyong pagka number 1 sa ISIP International Tourist Destination. Og daghan salamat o congratulations sab sa inyong initiative alang sa climate change, adaptation ug mitigation na importante kaayo alang sa atong nasod. Daghan salamat kaninyong tanan.
Madam President, thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Daghan salamat. Thank you.